Okay, second year. For our practical task today, we are going to be using the Discovery Education website again, but we're using a slightly different part of it. So we're going to go into a Python menu as normal here, but instead of the Learn section that we've used before, I want us going over here to Create. So I'm clicking Create, brings up a wee option down here. So free code and get creative code available to you in one place. And down here the option for a new app. I'm just going to click on that. It starts with our hello world bit we've looked at before, just to show you it working. There we go. But we are not going to be using that code, so I'm going to get rid of it. Right, what we are going to be doing is typing in all that code that we used, that I showed you in the presentation. Now this might take a wee bit of a while, and I want you to be very, very careful with it as you're doing it. I am not going to force you to sit and watch this video, watch me type out the entire thing, so I've already typed it out, I'm just going to copy and paste it in. There we go. And just to show you this working, so we'll get input random, a equals random.randint 1 to 100, so get a random number between, a whole number between 1 and 100, and we're storing that in the variable a, so I'm going to get rid of that, because that's what I was using to cheat. We're setting g to 0, so that's our guess, it's getting set to 0. And finally, print, try to guess the number between 1 and 100, and while g isn't equal to a. So while your guess doesn't match the answer, it's going to ask you for your guess, and it's just that wee int there, just making sure it's a whole number. And it's going to go round and round and round, ask that again and again and again and again, until g equals a. Then it stops looping and goes on to the next bit that isn't indented. And that's print, well done. Now, that code there will work, and I'm going to run it in a wee second just to show you. But that is the task all of us can do, because really it is just copying. What I would like us going on to, once we've copied it, most of us will be able to add in some if statements there to say whether our guess is too high or too low. And remember, your if statements are going to go in here. So you say something like if, and then you'll be saying the guess is too high, or the guess. If the guess is higher than the answer, say it's too high. If it's lower than the answer, say it's too low. Once you get that done, if you still think you can push yourself further, what we can also do is keep track of the number of guesses. Now to do that, you will need to add in an extra variable. So up the top here, you'd be keeping track of the number of guesses. So I could say n for the number of guesses, and starting at 0. And every time the user makes a guess, I'd be adding on 1 to that variable there. And to finish it off, with another line down the bottom where we would be printing how many guesses they got. Anyway, I will leave you guys to figure that out. If you're stuck, if you want some help, please just email us, message in Google Classroom, let us know. And like I said, I'm going to show you this game working, so I'm just going to run it now. I've got an output here, tried to guess the number between 1 and 100. Guess the number there, I am going to guess 50. It wasn't 50. And very quickly, see the problem with this game? I've got no idea what this is going to be. So I could guess I need to guess every single number from 1 to 100 and hope I finally get it right. And you guys really don't want to sit here and watch me typing in every single number, hoping I'm eventually going to get it right. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to stop talking now. I'll let you guys get on with it. So we've got a game. The game does work. It really does. Take my word on it. But it is not going to work as well as it should. So what we're really, really looking for, if you can move on with that, is to get those if statements added in, so we can get the feedback whether we're guessing too high or too low. It's going to make it a lot more possible to guess. And if you manage that, we're moving on again to try and get a wee variable in there to keep track of the score. Right, that is us done for today. This is my last YouTube message to you for the moment, so good luck everybody, and we'll see you all next week.